Pisces, welcome to your new moon in Capricorn reading, hitting your 11th house of all things Aquarian. It's very Saturnian vibe here as I'm sitting with it, okay? Very Saturnian, so maybe you need to get some kind of structure in your life having to do with ideals, wish fulfillment, colleagues, goals, aspirations, soulmates. I can definitely see, yeah, with Saturn going through, Pisces right now. Definitely that's kind of, I'm getting like a kind of straitjacket, right? Are some of you feeling like Saturn and Pisces is putting y'all in a bit of a straitjacket? Y'all like to flow, right? How do I know? I got a Pisces stellium and I got a Pisces daughter. So, yeah, I get it. Are you feeling boxed in by something? Okay, and it might have to do with what you have idealized, what you have wished for and hoped for, okay? What you put your faith in. The overarching energy here is prosperity, wealth, good fortune, success. Express gratitude by supporting others, material possessions. Well, again, going back to this very Saturnian vibe that I got from the get-go, some of you feeling like you're being taken to task in terms of gaining prosperity or maintaining prosperity, or both. Something that you are wanting to be successful with is being challenged, okay, is coming with burden and responsibility, perhaps. And there may be a lesson here. I'm going to say that, damn, I'm getting that again, and I forget who I got that for. Help me help you, Jerry Maguire. Help me, I forget who that was. Somebody else got that. It's almost like you're having to learn some lesson about the key to prosperity is involving others, supporting others. So what the cards have to say. My goodness, do you know how many have gotten that today? 2 of Swords in reverse. This is like being at a stalemate, but definitely, I mean, you put that card in reverse, and I'll just put it in the upright so that you can see it more clearly, but you put this in the reverse, and this is somebody is like refusing to make a decision because they don't like the choices. And they might even be playing victim and saying, well, I don't have a choice, because in reality they do have a choice. They just don't like what the choices are. There could also be a situation here where there's some type of division or imbalance, or something is not properly oriented, okay? Something is out of balance here, and it might have to do with somebody's way of thinking. Like they're unreasonable and you can't talk them out of it. Might be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini that's relevant. But I am seeing, your goal or your new start might have something to do with 2 of Wands, again, in reverse, where there's, with the 2s continuing to show up, I'm getting a lot about self versus other. Other people are factoring into this, and there seems to be some disharmony or disorientation to one another, because you got at least one person here that's just kind of playing it safe. Somebody here that maybe even lacks direction or is not planning for things, or they're afraid of, well, what if this happens or what if that happens, so they don't make plans. I'm hearing la-di-da, and she's got her back to making choices and decisions, making plans to partner with people. She's got her back to it, and she's just kind of la-di-da out in a field of flowers, like, oh, I make a decision, I can just plant a field of flowers. I'm getting something about this, that somebody's just not getting involved, not making a choice, not partnering, not planning, nothing, just kind of out there in the ethers, right? A blockage appears to be a boss or a masculine, or it could be a father figure, husband maybe, Aries possibly. There is some blockage here with getting maybe some order and discipline, yeah? And yet the positive thing is there seems to be an opportunity in this not pulling resources together, or not sharing the same mindset, not having, and maybe there being an inability to manifest something or to get on the same page and share an understanding. There's some opportunity here. I'm going to find out what that's about. The advice is to deal with some kind of inertia, all right? Something is not, kind of like Aquarius got burned out, and I'm getting this for you as well, that possibly you're exhausted. There may be some kind of estrangement. Some of you are just on a bit of a sabbatical because things are not really progressing. So yeah, it's a very Aquarian vibe. If you got any Aquarius placements, maybe go watch the Aquarian reading, because I saw similar things for them too. With 12th house, very Piscean is where it's transiting for them, where they're just kind of throwing their hands up in the air like, who cares? Like, F it, right? And this is kind of what I'm seeing here. If you feel like things are just not moving forward, there's a lack of progress, some of you are just taking a time out on this. And it might be that you feel that you're held back. Some of you are dealing with debt, and you have the opportunity, I think, to tackle this. This might have to do with a partnership or a connection. It's almost like somebody's choosing not to partner. They're not courting the idea. That's a weird, like they're not considering or courting, or like they're not taking a, well, let's see where this goes. It's just, I'm almost getting somebody's got their back to this. Like, you could do something new with that, is the advice. Structure seems to be a blockage. Discipline, order. You know, if you have a business, that might be your business. You may have had some expectations, okay, that have proven to become very disappointing. Like you expected better. Or this masculine or this boss expected better. Wow. If this has to do with a soulmate or somebody longing or wishing or hoping for someone, I don't know if the masculine is disappointed because it almost looks like there's something here with lust, right? Like it's, if it's not like sexual, it's just longing for earthly pleasures, right? I do feel like, well, okay, there's a lot of pain there involved, and we'll say that. Masculine in particular seems to be in a lot of pain, and something I think that he had longed or lusted for is just, or what he had expected out of this connection. Feminine in this dynamic is not, and he's looking at her, and the feminine in this dynamic is just kind of like la-di-da, putting her back to making any plans. It's a blockage, okay? Yeah, so the masculine I see is showing up in reverse again, and it's almost like he's not able to amass the resources or to manifest something that he has desired or longed for or expected. He's having some kind of trouble, maybe even getting some kind of understanding about how do we get on the same page, how do we pull resources together. But in some way, this is proving to be actually beneficial. Okay, that's what the way it's showing up. Something about Christmas time as well. I do feel like the adversity, the trouble manifesting something possibly around Christmas time has is in some way refining this masculine. It's maturing him in some respect. Somebody may try to get some extra money working in retail, I gotta say, or beauty. I think though it's a masculine having trouble manifesting a little bit of extra money. All right. I think maybe just a little bit extra is needed, and there's some kind of trouble with that. Something is kind of in a state of inertia here from what I'm seeing, because somebody is putting their back to making plans, and a lot of money is being affected by this. Okay, so I do feel like somebody's got to make a decision at some point. I kind of feel energetically off of this reading like I have no clear direction for you. There could be a message that comes in, a letter through the mail or email or text, but again, it's like whatever is being communicated here is like, I'm not going to do anything because I don't like my choices. And then things don't come together, which is pushing this person further. It's like pressure to make a decision, and the person does not want to make a decision. Something is unhealed. Okay, and I'm hearing unreconciled about debt and money, and maybe getting the money to come out of debt and healing something that is really stagnant. The advice here, maybe take a time out, okay? Maybe take a bit of a sabbatical to figure out how do you come out of this? And maybe all the choices are undesirable, but what choice is actually going to be the mature choice? Alrighty there. Never ending story. I'm telling you, it's right there in that Four of Swords in reverse. It's going on and on and on. Somebody's going to have to make a decision. And it might have to do with a matter of the heart and who you're loyal to and what you're loyal to. Be blessed.